What's up everybody, Marco back again. Thanks for tuning in, really appreciate it. And today I want to answer your questions that you sent me in my last video. Really appreciate your efforts sending me those questions. So some nice questions. And yeah, if you want to ask some more questions for the next Q&A session, please just drop your questions down into the comment section below, and maybe there will be a follow-up video. But yeah, let's go to the questions that you sent me. Okay, so the first question of the day is from Adam Burrs. Thanks Adam for your question, really appreciate it, a great question. And he's asking, what has been the best collaboration or song you have done so far on your channel? Great question. Let's start with the collaboration. I really dig, of course, the community jams that I did with all of you, because you played amazingly and it really came out nice. But the first video that jumped to my mind was the collaboration with Kevlin Music. He's playing his 12-string acoustic. I'm playing my Firebird 1. That's it, straight up blues, the bus stop blues. I will put it into the cards up there, so you can watch it if you want. It just came out naturally, you know. It's a honest and true blues, if you will, and I really dig it. It has some cool dynamics, in my opinion, and it was fun. It really was fun, and it was completely spontaneous, and we definitely need to do something again, Kev, if you're watching. All right, the next question we have today is from Ampirism. Thanks, Amp, really appreciate it. And he's asking, does the look of the guitar affect positively on playing? Good question. I think so. Let's consider I'm playing a BC Rich Warlock or something, which is absolutely not what I'm into and what's not like, doesn't belong to the music genres that I play and I like. I mean, I like metal, don't get me wrong, but it's not what I'm really into when it comes to playing. And I don't think that an ugly guitar, in obviously all subjective, but an ugly guitar won't inspire you the way that a beautiful guitar does. I mean, if you take a look at your guitar and you see the sunburst finish and you want to grab it instantly, I think the looks are important. Obviously, there are other parts that are more important when it comes down to playability, like the neck, the frets, and the setup in general, but the looks are important because you need the vibes, you need the mojo, and then it will inspire you, and that's fun. Okay, so the next question today is from Stefan Kramer. Thanks, Stefan. Stefan is the drummer in my band, The Cohesion. Really appreciate your questions, man. And he's asking, what's your favorite guitar riff? Okay, there are so many great guitar riffs, as you know. It's hard to pick one. It's really hard to pick one. The ones that really jumped into my mind instantly were Crossroads by Cream, it has such a cool rhythmical approach, and the tone on the live recording is amazing, and the performance in general is amazing. I really dig this riff, it's fun to play, and it's a cool approach for like a standard blues. So that's what it makes it so special, in my opinion. And the second riff that jumped into my mind is some fuzzy action from the Black Keys' I Got Mine. Such a cool riff. It's driving and it's pushing, and it's a fantastic riff with a great tone on the album. I love that song. Yeah, so that's the riff that jumped into my mind. let me know in the comments down below what's your favorite guitar riff. I mean, there are so many others, like all the Rage Against the Machine or Audioslave stuff. Tom Morello is sick. And yeah, too many, way too many. Okay, next question. It comes from Paulie with his channel Second Note. Thanks for your question, buddy. How much do you use your Boss Katana head versus some of your other nice valve heads? Well, to be honest, I only have two heads. It's the Katana and the V40. And I have my Hot Rod Deluxe and I have the THR5 practice amp. And I have my Boss Katana, Boss Waza Air, that's what they call Waza Air headphones. Which, to be fair, I use the headphones most of the time just because I work all day and then play in the evening, play at night with the headphones to not disturb anybody. And I use the Boss Katana pretty often. I use it more than my Hot Rod and more than my V40 just because it's not so loud. The Hot Rod Deluxe is super loud, it's freaking loud. I play it at home from time to time, but only when the house is empty, you know. And the same goes with my V40. The V40 is my main gigging amp. If there's no backline on the gigs, so I cannot use a head, I will use my Hot Rod, for example, as a pedal platform. And yeah, but the Katana is great. It's so affordable and it sounds awesome. Some nice built-in tones, some nice clean tones as a pedal platform. I really can recommend it. But I would say most of the times Waza Air headphones, Boss Katana, Hot Rod Deluxe, V40. Okay, so the next question comes from Green Pigs. What music do you listen to the most? Another great question. And if you take a look at my Spotify playlist, you will recognize some names that are played most of the times. And this is, right now, it's Allman Brothers Band. And basically only the first album. It's so good, man. I love it. And some stuff from Eat a Peach. But I loved Allman Brothers Band debut album. It's so good. You really have to take a listen. And I also listen to a whole lot of Freddie King. I love Freddie King. He's awesome. I mean, he was a big inspiration to Eric Clapton, and he's a big inspiration to me. Yeah, some Clapton from time to time. It was more. And yeah, I don't know, some other mixed stuff, obviously. Marcus King Band and Kirk Fletcher. But most of the time it's blues kind of stuff. John Mayer. I really like John Mayer. Haters gonna hate. Yeah, that's what I'm listening to most of the times. Okay, so the next question is from my drummer again, Stefan. Thanks, man. And this is the most challenging one, to be honest. How does your musical future look like? What's your dream? Okay, that's like two different questions. I hope that my musical future will look like my musical dream, but I'm not sure if that will happen. I don't know. Let's start with how will my musical future look like? As you know, we have the band The Cohesion. I'm gonna put a link to the YouTube channel here. You can take a listen. It's a rock duo, and of course I want to push this rock duo project. You want to push it as well, Stefan. I know that, and that's great. We just had our first gig after a few years, and it was so much fun rocking as a two-piece band, and I want to push it more, write more songs, record more songs, and yeah, just have fun with it. Go on small venue tours or something, I don't know, just rock the shit out of this band project. And this leads us to the question, what's your dream? Obviously it's my dream to be relatively successful with this band, to have a few gigs a year and maybe to get a little money in and to, yeah, basically to get the appreciation and for what we're doing. And that's not easy with the band that only or most of the time plays original stuff. But we will see. It's all up to us, I guess. Let's write some songs, record some songs, and yeah, play live. And of course, the other part is to improve my playing in general and to learn more stuff, to get better at playing guitar. And of course, I also want to push my YouTube channel a little bit further, to get more subscribers, to connect more with you, the community, and yeah, to make all the YouTube stuff better and more fun as it is right now. I mean, it is fun, but yeah, just never stop. Go on. Thanks for your question, man. Okay, so the last question for today is from Set22 Band. Set22 Band is asking, favorite gig story? Great question. Awesome question. I believe it's Andy Dion. Great channel. Really have to check out his channel. Great guitar player, great musician in general. And this is his new band, I believe, like a cover band. And yeah, he's asking favorite gig story. To be honest, my gig stories are not that crazy. Like I'm not Ozzy Osbourne, and I'm not in the Led Zeppelin, so the stories are not too crazy. I can remember one gig with Research the Past. It was on a sunny day, Donaustetten, open air. So it was a nice venue, a super cool stage, a big stage, great sound. And we arrived like at 2 p.m. Wanted to do a sound check at, 3 or 4 p.m. But the first band, there were like 5 or 6 bands playing that day. So it started quite early. And we arrived early that day to make sure everything works out. And the first band did a sound check for, 2 or 3 hours. I was like, are they kidding me? This is ridiculous. But we had, to be honest, we didn't care that much. We had just fun, drank some beer and some Radler. And we had a great day, connected to some other people that weren't doing sound check. Oh man, I don't know the band anymore, which was doing the sound check. It doesn't matter anyway, but it was completely ridiculous. Sound check for 2 or 3 hours. And so we get up on stage at 7 p.m. finally, because everything delayed, of course. And we didn't do a proper sound check, only a line check. To be honest, it was the best gig of our career, if you will. We had so much fun on stage, and in my opinion, the sound was pretty good, and we played tightly, so it really was fun, and we had so much fun on stage. Oh yeah, and after the gig, we packed up our things again, packed everything into the car, and there were like 3 or 4 teenagers. We were like 27, 28 back then, or 29. There were like 3, 4 or 5 teenagers, and they wanted to take photographs with us, and they wanted to have autographs on their like smartphone cover, It was a little crazy. But they really appreciated our sound and what we're doing, and that felt pretty good, because like I said, playing originals is not always easy. It's not always fun if you don't get any feedback or true feedback, but that's the way it is, especially in Germany. I guess it's harder than compared to the US or something where the native language is English. Anyway, great question, Andy. Set22 Band, really appreciate it. That's it already for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more questions. Just drop them down into the comment section. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, really helps me out. Ring the bell button, blah blah blah. Have a great one. Stay safe out there, everybody. Peace.